Morning, everybody.
I already know.
We out here with Noble Zito.
Southside.
He says he's got someone for us this morning. Let's go.
Gotta get him. Let's say fake it till you make it. I can't live in a lie that you live a life for you ain't living a lifestyle. Always they smell wouldn't see eye to eye, but these IG fellas they twerking for PS5. Next thing you know, they be never mind. Arrested them in secret, they give them the high five. Oh, you fellas sassy, I'm cool at the sideline, but Sean Carter told me it is a hot night life, the biggest fight yet. Tell you with the heart of my sleep, the biggest fight in the toppers is when you fight for your dreams, anointed, depleting, but you still trying to get at the brim. Who done toss will get up to the top with an ease after a million praises, still feel like God ain't hear him. Time to see for restless was for fancy lies in your ear. High chances you might believe since nonsense to be clear and to make it sense. Now looking where you trying to stare. I'm Wi-Fi, pride, desire, rich if we ain't the light. I'm late, calm, fresher. The cipher comes in the game of others thinking I'm retired. I'm healing lighter, flying high when flying is sport flyers. I'm eagles supposed to be glided. Well, I stare at the bottom of coming up as a fighter, no liar. Grinding the rider, your rider, that means no strider. Show me your best fighters, the punchers who punching harder. King no other. Is that it, baby? Ain't no other. Pac-Man and last up. I eat them all with the greed. K-Shrino. I'm the last of a dying breed. And I'm the truth. The red in the blood you bleed. I murder 7 cats same time it seem I did. Stogatia wouldn't handle this. Proverb wouldn't handle this. Even Pro Kid, R.A.P. wouldn't handle this. No disrespect, you raised me OGs, but I put you to test. And if I murder yo, that means I'm way better than the rest. I throw a sinker on the water, 3 dragons, I'm fishing. My homie on the side said I got a vision. I tell you so me live, it's all high dish it. And if you can't stand the heat, get the hell out the kitchen. My eyes open, it's on the vision. Boy, I'm hot. Yeah, I'm sizzling. They say it's the worst thing that I'm wishing is what they try. You gonna love me for my ambition.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You gonna love me for my ambition.
Now that's the
That's outside. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good. Got it. Okay, so guys, still the morning as you can see. I think it's like, what time is it?
Let's make it a morning because it's winter, bro.
It's winter, né? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still cold, man. So we just decided to change locations. We're still in Naturana, JHP South.
Yeah.
So now that we are the Noble Zero's world, now it's time for him to be in the hot seat per se.
Oh, bro. I mean, I'm gonna need the heat, dog. It's cold.
He's got jokes. He's got jokes. So let's start with your beliefs, right? So what kind of a rapper would you classify yourself as? Because I noticed that even in your freestyle, you didn't use like any profanity or any of or any that you didn't make that, or you didn't adjust your style to the typical rapper, where he's throwing F-bombs in every
bro.
second verse. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I think. I'm sorry to cut you.
no, it's okay. It's
But
okay.
I think it's even as far as the interview will go. You
Mhm.
know, you will hear, as we also talked about a situation yesterday of, GBV.
Yeah.
I mean, there are things that I value in life.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? There are things that I value. And also, number 2, as far as belief goes, I can't have kind of music that, let's say, if I meet my king, my Lord, which is, I'm a Christian, and then Jesus said, okay, submit your work. And then I got some F-bombs out there. I mean,
Yeah.
all
yeah,
that situation.
Yeah.
So for me, bro, it's who I am. I
Mhm.
can't try to be someone who I'm not, in any kind of sense. Be it for the flow or the wave, whatever y'all call it or they call it.
Mhm.
I can't conform to anything. Instead, I should be the one who conform, who changes someone,
Mhm.
not me being changed in that way, unless it's a positive
you know, something that I can benefit from, you know, positively.
That's why I prefer. That's why I decided to call it or to phrase it as beliefs, because it could be. I didn't want to specifically put it in a box and say religion, because you're a
Yeah.
Christian now. You don't. This is the kind of
Um,
type of music that you want to put out.
yeah.
I said beliefs because maybe it's something that you value on your own, just like
Yeah, yeah,
gender-based
yeah,
violence.
yeah.
It's just a statement that you choose to make, even in
Oh,
your music.
yeah, bro. Uh, I like something clean, bro.
Mhm.
I like something clean, bro. And I want something that will represent me positively.
Mhm.
That's it, bro. That's why I said even if now I can't have a scenario whereby I'm standing in front of, God,
Yeah.
he says me something. I want something that will represent me,
Yeah, that represents you the
you
whole
know.
time, man.
And number two, as much as I am, passing out a message in my music, which I feel like my music is no longer now me pursuing a dream. My music is no longer about me saying, okay, it's a passion. It's a necessity, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? How about we have this kind of music? If you've heard my music, it's about me trying to, be the voice,
Mhm.
you know, of those who don't have a voice. If I can take you back to Ninth Commandment. Ninth
Mhm.
Commandment is a track whereby I'm talking about people who were incarcerated, um, yet not guilty.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it kind of hit my mind. It seems like if someone can be caught up 25 years, yet ain't done nothing,
Wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
who's safe from that?
Mm.
So I'd rather speak about it
Mhm.
now while I'm still free outside before um, I'm caught inside and
Mhm.
nobody's gonna talk, for me.
Mhm.
So I'd rather speak up for the people so that, I may be in the same circle of the people who are conscious.
Mhm.
They may hear me when I said I didn't do it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Imagine you telling them, no, I ain't did it, but now they bringing all these situations that are proving you guilty.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, bro. I don't know if I've explained it, in a lucid way.
Mhm. No, no, I'm still following you. And
Yeah,
based on what you were saying, that speaking of falling out, or
yeah,
not having or having your fair share of disputes with people,
yeah,
right? On our website, we noticed that we only have like two bodies of work of yours.
yeah.
And
Oh
according to
yeah.
research, it turns out that you were part of a crew before, and you had like much more music to put out that we gotta hear. You see?
No, no, bro. I mean, I don't have. I was not in a crew.
Okay.
I've always been solo like that. As far as the other body of work, it's in the studio,
Mhm.
and it's 95% being a mixtape, and it can be 100% being an EP.
Mhm.
The reason why I only got a few work out there is that I was also testing out. You know what I'm saying? Within tech, if I put something like this, that's why you hear my songs. They sound different. Like two people
Mhm.
did them. I was testing the waters with the okay, which which kind they respond to. You know, which kind they respond to. So I try to diversify my style. I try to to be as versatile as I can and as creative as I could, which I believe I could be even more. I'm
Mhm.
not saying I slept on tracks. So yeah, there's a lot of work in the studio. It's done. It's done. It's
Just
done.
waiting.
It's just waiting for release.
Mhm.
So on which I'm waiting for a right time to say, okay, now y'all are ready for this, you know, this work that I
Mhm.
got. You know.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So when it comes to you producing your music, like, is it a hassle for you? Do you have like a person that you work with closely, maybe like an in-house producer of your own? You
Yeah, I
know?
got my producer, bro.
Mhm.
Shout out King LA.
Mhm.
Also, I have a beat maker, Trey Earl. Trey Earl Beats. Shout out. Yeah, it's not a hustle, man. It's just a phone call away, just a text away. Just whatever I want. It's like, yo, guys, this is what I got.
Mhm.
Let's make it happen, and
So
it
say,
always happen.
oh, okay. So say if I was a beat maker myself, right,
Yep.
and I had like a heartbeat that I feel like it complements your sound basically.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to put down your lyrics? Like, is it something that takes you a while to produce? Are you those artists that take 6 months just to put out maybe two
Is it
tracks?
possible to take 6 months to create a track?
Yeah, it is possible. It's very possible.
All right. No, I'm not trying to undermine anyone who
Mm,
takes 6 months,
mm,
but for me, okay. I would like to say I do it deliberately
mhm,
to to make sure that I take enough time to put in the mind. It's not about finishing the track.
mm,
I always said if it was about tracks, I would have had 100 mixtapes
mm,
because out of the dome I can spit it,
mhm,
I can write it.
mhm,
Then there is a song. You
mhm,
know, a song is not always about okay, just put words on a beat.
mhm,
For me, there's always got to be that reason why you gotta do it.
mhm,
Why you gotta do it? Like, okay, people incarcerated, no reason, not commandment. There's a time where we had a flow of what do you call these things, black excellence, and people used to look at it in a way with you. When you are, when you talk of black excellence, it's all about if you have 100 billion in the bank.
mhm,
So I was like, okay, we can't be as black people that shallow.
mhm.
There's got to be more to it than just being successful. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, black excellence don't rape women and the kids. Education free student getting 8 degrees. That's black excellence.
Mhm,
I
mhm,
redefined it.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not blowing my own horn
mhm.
though. So I redefined it in a sense of witty. Even if I don't have 100 billion in the bank, but the mindset that I have that makes me do good.
You have your own set of black excellence or your
Yeah,
own
that's
definition
black
for it.
excellence. If you don't touch a woman like that,
Mhm,
that's black excellence.
mhm,
Because
mhm,
we have in this thing right now.
mhm,
That does like okay, let's say you have 100 billion in the bank and
mhm,
you just murdered your girl. Are
mhm.
you still black excellence?
You can't call me excellent. I get where
Okay.
you're coming
You
from.
black.
I get, yeah, I'm just black. I'm just black. If
All
that's the
right.
case, yeah.
I mean, no offense though. I said it in the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? With
Hmm.
you black, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But you
No,
you
but
you just a pass,
yeah,
you
I get where you're
nobody.
coming from. I get where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
you
It's like
just
you fall into a demographic.
yep,
There's nothing that sets you apart.
yeah,
And if you're hoping that your money was gonna be one of those things that set you
yeah.
apart, it just
Just
shows you that
so
I.
you can get away
That's
with
why you
murder.
said black, and I agree that yeah, it just
Yeah.
makes you black. I agree with that. I agree
You
with
know what I'm
that.
saying? So I mean, we have to have a reason. My songs, I don't go to the studio, bruh, because I feel like, okay, let's make another song. I have to find a reason. Fly.
Hmm.
Fly, I looked at it, bruh, like, you know, the influences around us, sometimes they hold us back.
Hmm.
You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? The people that we have, the things that they say, you know what I'm saying? I might have $1 million dream or idea, but if I go to Boots and Boots tells me and stamp it like a
Yeah.
boot he is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No offense
No
to Boots.
problem. No
I
problem.
got mad respect for
This
him.
guy.
You know what I'm saying? He stamped it down and said, nah, bruh, you dreaming too much or you watching movies.
Mm.
Whereas if you can be around people with the same state of mind, you know what I'm saying? People who will help you, with that same vision that you have, same as I and the HBI, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Creating that platform for the artist, it helps. You know, it's. I'm not saying be a parasite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying association. You know, what I'm saying
Mm.
the power of association.
Mm.
It goes a long way than you being with people. I mean, you can't hang around people. Let's say drunk people and hope to be sober.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah.
so
What I got from that song "Fly" was birds of the same feathers
they flock
flock
together.
together. That's what I got. So another thing that I wanted to ask you, but then it was like further along our
Yeah,
interview was
yeah,
like what I noticed about you is that you mentioned 9 commandments and you had an influence behind it, right?
yes,
And then we go on to Fly. You
yeah.
had an influence. I'm assuming you had an influence for that song, or there's something that made you, or there was a state of mind that you were in that put you into the state of writing that song, right?
Yeah.
So is there something that you can share with us? Can you tell us like what you're going through when you're writing Fly?
Okay. Starting with Nine Commandments.
Yeah.
I've never been like in a situation where I was about to go to jail for anything, for
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah.
reason.
No, it's more
But
of an
it's just
inspiration.
yeah, it's like when you have like a broad mind. I'm not trying to say I got a broad mind in a sense of being proud or all that,
Mm-hmm.
but I think about these things, bro. I think about these things. My mind plays everywhere it can go.
Mm-hmm.
It plays everywhere it can go, and it tries to make a sense or reason out of everything and anything.
Mm.
You know, so hence why I spoke of being the voice to the voiceless. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? But then also I kind of put myself in the shoes. Not to say now I'm your spokesperson
Mm.
or I'm your artist, but I put myself in those shoes. Which in fact, if it was me, you know, how would I feel? And then now my heart starts writing it. Which in fact, we
Putting
have
it
a
on paper.
situation now
Mm-hmm.
where
Mm-hmm.
we have a case, whereby now I am, thrown in because I ain't got the lawyer, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because I mean, you said that being black, having that money, and you commit that murder, and then you get away with that murder because of that money.
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's say now you black, you innocent, you been thrown in, you ain't got that money. So, I mean, look at it that way also.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like we're walking on booby traps.
Mm.
And also about things of, you know, relating to other people. I can't always make people music for people who are about fun. How
Mm-hmm.
about those people who trying to break out of their shells,
Mm-hmm.
who trying to do something about their lives? I mean, the influence is so powerful, bro. Like the influence from your surrounding is so powerful to a point that you come out so promising, but keep on hanging around the very same people that wouldn't want to see you
Succeed.
succeeding or
Mm-hmm.
flourishing. You end up being like them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's how I feel about everything.
Mm-hmm.
My mind touches those things because I put myself in the shoes of whoever, and I put myself in the shoes of whoever and wherever. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? They at, whatever they at. You know.
You know the kind of energy I'm
Yeah.
getting from you is like, you know how it's like for some people for them to touch on those for their minds to actually travel to those heights. Not to say that
Yep.
they don't think on their own, but like some people they only experience those kind of trains of thought when they're like stoned or when they're on
Oh
some
yeah.
substance. That's the only time when they start touching and they start talking about those kind of things. That's when maybe you can say they come out of their own shell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's something you should cherish that you actually think about those things. Why
I always say, man,
you know?
it hit hard when you're sober. I'm not saying I've went through these things, under an influence, but when you're sober, I mean, you're conscious. Pain is pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you're hospital and then they about to operate you. If they ain't got no, the anesthesias and all these things, you don't feel the pain, raw as it is. That's why it has to. I say it's my music is a necessity now, because now I'm addressing something that is, real in the real life, not an IG life. No, I'm not against IG or Twitter or anything, but the real life, after a fake whatever, you're always gonna get back to the real.
So while we're still on the topic of black accidents, right?
Yeah.
Who would you say, or who would you define like as your mentor, someone that you look up to that is black and that is excellent?
Currently, I look at, it'd be weird. I look at Tyler Perry, bro.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, that guy made me realize that when people say no to you, they're actually doing you a favor. They making you to go to the greater heights that you can actually reach.
Pursue it on your own, yeah.
They could, and when you pursue on your own, you do it in your own terms. You do it in your own terms. Nobody telling you, okay, cut here, tweak here, write this.
Yeah.
No, nah, you can't write this. The very same thing that is happening with our TV. You look at our TVs, it's always when a show is about black people, the crime must be involved.
Or the black guys must die first.
Must die. All these things.
Yeah.
A black man chasing another black man. I'm tired of that, bro. I don't even think I'll write about that, to be honest. It's a different concern. And it hits differently, way differently, and it becomes weird. We think like, can't we see this thing is, negative to us? But we keep on doing laughing at jokes of Leon Schuster. It's against you, but it has that funny thing. It substitute that, true effect with your laughter.
I feel like because of so much exposure, we start taking things by face value, and we don't actually think, or we don't actually see the offense that's hidden behind it.
Yeah. So yeah, bro. I mean, Tyler, and it's Tyler, bro. I mean, he's doing the most, bro. In terms of coming from zero to hero. I mean, even in that Black Excellence, I recognize people, who are doing good, who did great. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about the dome, filling up the dome.
Yeah. Trevor Noah,
and all that. So about everything. Why I'm saying, why I spoke about filling up the dome, it was, the first move is the hardest than ever. You know what I'm saying? Because you have no experience, no one did it before, so it's like you're trailblazing. You don't know what you're gonna meet, what you're gonna see.
Dealing with the problems,
dealing with those problems and all that on your own. Excuse me. So yeah, I respect that. I respect that, and I respect the Trevor Noah situation, green light beam. You know what I'm saying? I said about that. And another thing. The Black Coffee BT, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't all about that, like, yo, yeah, I got that black that BET, Black Entertainment, whatever. He was like, okay, it's another achievement for a black child. You know what I'm saying?
And I also like the fact, remembering Shoma Josie as well, because she also won a BET for, she even won it while she was using her own different sound or contemporary sound or home language.
Shout out to her.
That's how far she pushed her music,
Yeah.
And Nasty C, I think it's got a BET as well. So like with that, let's have the kind of mentality of being, how can I say, pessimistic or optimistic rather. Sorry. Optimistic. So which name would you like to see on a plaque at BET? Because we found out that you are looking into changing your name from
Oh,
Noble Zito.
snap.
Yeah. So
You have to remind me about that, bro.
so which one would you like to see written on that PET award? Why and why not Noble Zito?
Can I, tweak here and there?
Okay.
I'd like to see the Zetty Aurumfield, which is I am changing my name to.
Mm-hmm.
No Zetty to Zetty Aurumfield.
Lady
I'll tell
Aurumfield.
Aurum. Aurum is
Oh,
Latin
Aurum.
for gold,
Oh, okay.
and then field, derived from David Copperfield.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, I'd like to see the Zetty Aurumfield next to the, Nobel Peace
Mhm.
Prize.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm in their
Mhm,
lane,
mhm,
bro.
mhm.
I'm not in the lane of saying, okay, I'm acquiring. Yeah, there's awards and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be in that league of the Nelsons, man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. The
Shout out.
great.
You know what I'm saying? So, the BT, I'm not pounding much in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say I look down on them and all that. I respect them and the people who own them.
Mm-hmm.
They deserve them. Shout out to all of them. But for me, there are things that I'm chasing. So whoever wins, man. There's nobody who doesn't deserve some good. So I can't say there's a certain name that must be there. But for me, I only need that thing, man.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. I like that. I like that. And you can see that you put in a lot of thought into changing your name first.
Yeah, bro. And my name, even the name thing, bro. Calling yourself some crazy names out here. Hey, shout out to my nigga Killer. No, I ain't saying my nigga Killer got a crazy name out here. All my niggas got these wild names, bro.
Mm.
You know,
So just name drop the wildest one besides Killer, of
oh,
course.
Beast.
Okay.
My nigga Beast and the Killer, and then there's a Noble Zetty in the middle. So yeah, I had to change that name because there's a whole Nobles now.
Mm.
There's Zetos everywhere now.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to change it. Yeah, I love the name Zetty because it came from my grandma.
Okay.
So it was my, way of showing love to her. R.I.P. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it.
That's the story behind it.
That's it.
All right, brother. I think that's it from the bench. I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody behind the scenes got any questions for you.
Yeah, but I mean, from our perspective, I think this thing answered the two questions that we had from our side. So we sort of will find the answer, but we just need to watch.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But
Yeah.
what we usually do then is this is now your opportunity, man. You can ask us whatever questions you have for us. You can let your people know whatever it is that you need to help them. Yeah, man. It's your interview, man. You can interview us, you can speak to your people. It's yours.
Nah, I wouldn't ask y'all a question because y'all seem to be people who know what y'all doing. Judging by, the brand itself, it's broad. Now it's on the outfits, it's on the masks, it's in the music, doing things. So yeah, what I would say, is big up guys, keep it up,
We appreciate it.
cause y'all doing a great thing for the music industry. Y'all doing a great thing for the upcoming artists. It ain't easy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all guys pull through and y'all making things happen. I respect it.
We appreciate it. Yeah. We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
So yeah, that's it from us. Man.
Yeah.
So,
And
wrap.
we've got a little bit of a young little something left for us here.
y'all want to juice me. You niggas want to juice the hell out of me. But yeah, I can do something, man. The Shimatsus. I bet y'all gonna cut that part, man.
Oh, we're playing from the car. You can
Yeah.
hear it. All right.
Yeah.
It's clear.
Turn up.
Stage is yours, brother.
Oh. Stage mine. So you leave me alone here.
Yeah, this time the stage
Oh.
is yours, brother.
Yeah, checks. Comes in the game like a super first order. I better run the whole game or you feel running from the corona. Got a kind of 16, I bet it will give me an honor. Zetty in the grind every day, trying to turn the rain to $1. Boy, I had to learn a blood for non-stop. I was sick and tired of shooting my shots. I need a crown on my head, but 365, try and get to the top. Oh, in the jungle, girl, I got one thing in mind, let's get to the bread. And if you can make it yet, I promise to make it in anything on the way. Fear's a lot, but I don't really know why everybody run the skate. I'm a face with an action, hand straight to the prize, so I get a share. But fake cats don't share, and I don't really care. Five before us, the blue for us, I'm getting my drone from wherever time this is in the chair. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I might make a song for that situation, man. I think you should make a song, man. So for the GBV. Yeah, in the big vibe.
You know, gotta take my time. Zero, one time. If you wanna fly, get a hello if I'm taking on. You will really fly. Gonna learn to fly when you affiliate with bees. No, you will really fly. Soon as I live, started to fly in the last, started to fly in the last. Soon as I live, started to fly in the last, started to fly in the last. Soon as I live, started to fly in the last, started to fly in the last. Soon as I live, started to fly in the last. Checks, spring cleaning my circle. Chest moving, no checkers. Lot of clown in my circle like circus. Ain't down with the lurkers. Ill and tired of the homie, they kinda they talking a lot with a waffle of none. The greatest thing I done do. Move. Oh, yada yada, thinking they making the point. Or tell them they missing the point. The greatest thing I done do.